In December 2006, DrDish TV introduced exclusively the latest VANTAGE X221 series. These models, available for satellite, cable, DVB-T and combo reception, were a huge success, mostly due to their outstanding features. Now the 221 family got two new members, models X221C USB for cable and the model we are presenting today, the X221S CI USB for reception via satellite. The product name already tells you that this VANTAGE model is equipped with a USB port. We'll get to that a little bit later on. On the front, there's an easy-to-read display with program name or menu functions. On the left, there's a toggle switch as well as 3 additional buttons which allow direct operation as well as programming of the receiver. The right-hand side shows, hidden behind a flap, the aforementioned USB port, 2 CI slots for pay TV modules, and 2 card readers for Conex, Xcrypt, FireCrypt, DigiCrypt and Krypton. On the rear, the signal can be looped through from one antenna so that a second receiver could be connected. The serial interface is in fact no more needed in this USB version. Next to the 2 SCART sockets that can be used for TV and VCRs with audio and video signals, there's an additional RCA AV out. Good sound, because it is all digital, is available from the optical audio output. The receiver comes with a small and well laid out remote control that gives access to all functions without having to go through cumbersome menus. You can get a sublist of pay-per-view channels for some providers or create a mosaic with 4 or 6 programs, open the electronic program guide, or you can freeze a zoom into the current picture. The fundamental features of the X221 SCI USB is not different from the other 221 series models that are already on the market. And there's no reason to change anything. It offers up to 10,000 channels and a fast and very precise blind scan function. Blind scan, a feature which was a tool for satellite enthusiasts, has become almost a necessity in every family receiver nowadays. Why? Simply because all satellite data that has been put into the receiver is oftentimes totally outdated by the time the receiver hits the stores. This is not the manufacturer's fault, but it is a fact that there are many frequency changes happening almost every day on several satellites. For example, when Pro7 Sat1 group activated a new frequency, this transponder with its technical parameters was not stored in the database of some receivers. Many people could not handle the difficult input of satellite transponder data. Lucky if you own a blind scan receiver. The entire satellite band or parts of it are searched in small steps. This scan, the receiver does not only find the active frequencies, but also all relevant data. First installation is easy with the VANTAGE X221S CI USB. After choosing the menu language, you activate the desired satellite stored in the receiver's database. It doesn't matter whether you have a single or multi-feed antenna or if you are using a motor-driven antenna under the DISIC 1.2 or USEL's protocols. The receiver can do it all. If you prefer to have the German channels at the beginning of the channel list, then you don't have to do anything. If not, use the automatic search and all channels of a particular satellite will be found within a few minutes' time. Store your most viewed channels in one of the favorite lists and you can access them directly on your remote control. Of course, you could also input all frequencies manually, but the blind scan function will do that for you. Let's come back to the blind scan. What is it that makes the VANTAGE better than the competitors' receivers? Well, it is faster and more precise than other receivers. Usually, it will suffice if you scan in 4 MHz steps. But sometimes you need to find very narrow signals that do not broadcast within a package. Then the scan needs to be more exact. And for that, the VANTAGE X221S CI USB offers a scan from 1 to 3 MHz and will find the most narrow signal. Furthermore, the VANTAGE is doing the scan faster than the other receivers on the market. If you want to know more about the program content, then you press the info key once. Station ID, current program with the remaining time, signal strength and quality, date and time, as well as additional data like scrambling system, Dolby Surround, teletext and so on will be displayed. Pushing the info key twice will tell you even more about the current program, and when you press it 3 times, all technical parameters appear with the so-called stream information. Now let's talk about the USB port. If you want to do an update of your receiver software with the so-called null modem cable, you need the cable, loader software and some PC knowledge, and it will take a while. With the 2 new models, X221S CI USB and X221C CI USB from Vantage Digital, you don't have to worry about an update any longer. So how does it work if you want to upgrade the software? Simply load the latest software on a USB stick and plug it into the USB port of the Vantage. After opening the USB manager, the new software will be loaded within a couple of seconds. Now the Vantage is up to date again. Many times you have to do a factory reset after that. That means that all stored data will be lost and need to be reprogrammed in a time-consuming effort. No need to do that with the Vantage. It has a data recovery function. Nothing will be lost. The USB port is not only for software uploads, it can also be used for private slideshow or for presenting commercials. Before you needed a projector for that, but now the Vantage can do all of that. The JPEG pictures will be loaded into the Vantage through its USB port, and then the slideshow can be started. Both models, the X221S CI USB and X221C CI USB, did it again. Vantage Digital succeeded in leaving the competitors behind. These receivers earned the approval of DrDish and can be fully recommended. On the plus side, 10,000 channel capacity, fast and correct blind scan, regular software updates, and USB port. On the minus, an HD upscaling would be nice to have.